Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode, or episode 4 rather, of, I was going to call it Saving Burnley, but it's more, can I keep my job for another week? Before we start waffling, we're going to be taking a look at 2 matches today. The first match will be our skybetchampionship match against Norwich, who are, well, they're favourites to go up top. So a massive match there. And then the second match is something that was added, a new feature, which is the supporters preference, and they want me to finish above Preston. So 2 massive matches there. Let's take a look. As you can see, playing slightly more attacking, Twine with a little finish there.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So yeah, as you've just seen, definitely messed up there. So really frustrating. Change of plan. We're no longer going to play the game on camera. We're going to look at the highlights on camera because I'm an idiot. And I would go back and play it, but then that would kind of be save scrubbing, and I don't want to do that. And I can say that because we actually went and won. I'm not going to lie, guys. I just did the same thing off camera again. So we're going to take a look at the highlights and not just the goals. As you can see, we did end up 3-0 champions of this match, and yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not going to go back and play it. We have had a hard time of the match. We absolutely dominated them. We were playing really well, and I just kind of left things as it were. As you can see, early penalty in the first couple of minutes. We haven't sorted out our penalty taker. Ashley Barnes missed one early on, if you remember. But Twine did step up and tuck that away nicely, which gives us a nice early lead. So we can kind of pursue and carry on with the game plan, which seemed to be working out quite nicely. Yes, Norwich did have a few chances. Yes, they did have some good bit of play going through. As you can see, I think that was offside there, so a goal disallowed. But that means everything's working out quite nicely. We just performed quite well. It's been a bit up and down, our team. And I did have to tinker. As you can see, Llorente offside there and hitting the post. It would have been a bit odd for him to have the acceleration to beat a defender there, Llorente, since he's got like 4 pace, or 4 acceleration rather. We have had a tough time. I have made a few tweaks using a formation which I've been testing on a couple of my personal saves. One of them is Middlesbrough, in case you're wondering who I'm being. I've also got RB Leipzig, and who was the last one? I can't remember. Who was it? I can't remember. I think it's Juventus, just to try one of the big dogs. I normally don't like to be the main kind of team. Twine there missing a penalty, as you can see. So we really need to sort out penalty taker in January, I would assume. But tucking away the rebound. I mean, I couldn't ask for more really. That makes it 2-0. I believe we're in the second half now. Yeah, we are definitely in the second half because we're shooting the other direction, Ash. That's not ideal. I don't know how Pookie misses that. I think that was Lowton who got himself in front of that. Excellent defending. Not too keen on that bit of defensive play there. It was a nice direct ball over the top, and we just missed it, and he got on the end. Still not sure about this match engine. I think you do need to play a lot of games before I can make a decision. I've tried not to play too much, and I've been super busy. But as I said, I've got a couple of personal saves which I've been tinkering with. I don't know what it is about Burnley. Let me know in the comments if you're having better luck than me. I just find it quite a tough save. I feel like we've got the right players, we've got the right system. It doesn't help that we're meant to be playing defensive football and direct football. Me changing it up, we have gone a little bit more attacking, a little bit shorter passing, a little bit less direct. But we did just beat the top of the table 3-0 comfortably. So I don't really want to change it at all. And we're missing a few players as well, just to give us a bit of squad depth. And Cullen just tucking away the final goal, just to put the game to bed. And as you can see, all the Burnley fans jumping. You can hear them. Go, go. So that's how the team ended up in ratings-wise. Everyone did pretty well. As you can see, I didn't make any subs. Everything was going fine. Fitness-wise, everyone seemed okay. So I just left it, and I thought, I'm probably going to regret this next match. Stats on the side here, just to go into a bit more detail. As you can see, we outperformed on shots and targets in comparison to them. They had more on targets. Off targets. We had more clear-cut chances. Possession, 54%, which is different to what we normally done. They had more corners and definitely more fouls. Passes completed, out of 518, we did 445, and that's 86% completion. So we absolutely dominated throughout this match. Our high intensity sprints we won as well. Just, yeah, very happy with that. Very, very, very happy. Very happy. So, great. Glad we could do that. Let's have a look where that puts us in the table. Yep, 6th. So we have jumped up. And I think this is probably where we should be. It's very tight as well. One win and no one else wins, and we go up to 3rd. Technically above Norwich. 1 point behind 2nd place and 3 points behind 1st place. So I don't think that's awful. And as I said, this operation saved my job, because I really don't want to end up on like I'm a celeb or something. See what I did there? See what I did? But I'm not going to bore you with any of this. I am going to skip forward to the next match against Preston. I'm going to rest some of the players, and let's see how this goes. And we're back. That didn't take too long. So we're back for the match against Preston, which again, as I mentioned, is they're not really competing with us in the league. We are absolutely, yeah, we're miles clear of them, I would say. They're sitting down in 16th place. But as I mentioned to you right in the beginning, one of the new features which I quite like about this was the supporters bit. They've asked us to finish against Preston because they are rivals. So I thought we'll just show them in the matches. Quite good. Looking at this, I think I may leave a similar team unless anyone's tired. I think there's a lot of matches that I played in this league. It is a tough league. So if I can rotate just to keep some freshness, that may give me a little bit of an advantage over the AI, which I'm hoping for. Which I need, because this is Operation Save My Job. Fernando Llorente did fairly well, so I'm going to keep him there again. Yeah, I think we leave it like this. I don't see there's any reason why we should do anything else. I think at the beginning of this video, if I could have got 2 wins out of these 2 matches, I would have been ecstatic. So they're going to be playing 5 at the back. Seems like a lot of teams are playing 5 at the back recently. They've got him from Man United. I'm a Man United fan. Let's put him onto his right foot because I don't know how dangerous he is. Do they have anyone slow there? Yes, they have him. So if I was to bring on Akbom, I would have him man marking. Do they have anyone with low strength? 12. Hard to say. Just going to see if I could just stick Llorente on someone, really. Okay. Right, so Johnson. I'm going to pick Johnson as their main man. And I'm going to put him onto his right foot. And I'm going to trigger the press on him, always. My thought process is, even if these two are dangerous, if I can cut out the supply, that will be better than trying to mark 2 players. On the set pieces as well, for my corners, I'm going to make sure that Llorente again is there. Let's see if we can get him a goal, because he probably deserves it. He's doing the not so good job. He's doing the thankless job with the little flick-ons, the little touches. So let's see how this goes. Setting up pretty much the same, apart from Rose, who has come on. He's come on to replace Taylor. And we're going to go to extended highlights so we can have a look at this match in a bit more detail. Fingers crossed for this one, guys and girls. People. Very inclusive channel, this. Come all. Come everyone. And also, in the comments, let me know if you are doing a Burnley save. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know what signings you've made. I did appreciate a comment from, I can't remember his name now, who gave me some really good feedback as a Burnley fan. Amazing. Love that. I'm a Man U fan. I could talk about Man U players constantly. I watch them all the time. Yeah, I do keep in touch with football. And yes, obviously I was watching Burnley in the Prem last year. But, you know, if you're a fan, you know a lot more about these players and who you think's good and what you would do. It's interesting because his analysis on what I'd done with my tactics, I was completely wrong apparently in a few things. So yeah, really interesting. So let me know in the comments if you're playing in the Championship, how are you getting on? Who are your tough teams? How have you smashed it? Have you got any players that you've signed? Let me know. Jack Cork, unfortunately, has picked up an injury on 34th minute. Potential foot injury. This is a time where I could make a change. I could change up. I don't know what the stats were saying, which is annoying. Kind of want to see the stats. Do I put on a deep line playmaker there instead? I think we are going to change it. I think we're going to go deep line playmaker on support. We're going to get him closer to the midfield too, and we're going to try and dominate there. Parrott looks like he's struggling, so he's probably going to come off at some point. But no, I think let's go on the front foot. It's going a bit more attacking here. Let's not just shut up shop. Let's try and control play from the back and see how this works. There is my guy Denon, new signing, deadline day signing. That should have been a cross really. Should have been a cross. I was just about to kind of sing his praises. So, half-time wise, looking good. They've had no shots on target. We've had 10 shots, 2 on target. So, I'm having a look at that. And I'm thinking that, number one, we've got a big man there. So, we're going to float the ball into the box. We are already working the ball there. So, I don't know what's happening, really. We're not going to change anything at all. We are just going to ask them to just push on. We're favourites here. Come on. Let's do this. Struggling with the pace of the match. Yeah, that's fine because he hasn't been playing much. Let's encourage him. One little tip that I've noticed in one of my personal saves as well, guys, is to keep an eye on this. I think at the beginning, I know the match engine will probably change, but for me personally, struggling to get those little advantages that I did maybe on FM23. And I've noticed that if I see any of them aggressive, I tell them to calm down. Otherwise, I was picking up lots of cards and it was just getting a bit of a pain. I'm going to make a sub. And that is Kevin Long coming off. Yeah, if I notice they're nervous, encourage them. If I notice that they were playing 4, I haven't really berated them, but I've demanded more and things like that. And I think just keeping an eye on that does give you a little in-game boost. Also trying not to change it up too much formation-wise and everything, and just kind of letting the game play out and seeing what happens. It's pretty good. It's now got to 70 minutes. And I am now going to bring on Akpom, and he's going to come on as a pressing forward. And he is going to absolutely run riot around here. I'm also going to move Taylor there and bring on Hector. I can make another sub, I think. Yeah. So we're going to completely change it up, and we're going to go for the win. We're going to go for the win, and we're going to fire them up. I don't know how that's going to react. How they're going to react to that, don't know. 80th minute though, don't want to concede. Really don't want to concede here. So let's not mess around too much. Ooh. This is not what I'm liking at the moment. Squeaky bum time. Come on guys. They've got a lot of players on the edge of the box, don't like that at all. But it seems to work. As you can see there, 3 people have left up top. Gone quite brave. Hoping I could get a bit of a counter, but doesn't seem to have happened that way. For the last few minutes, I'm just going to go attack him. Just going to go for it, really. Don't know how to feel about this result if it ends a draw. I think, given the stats in the first half, we probably should have come out a win. But, I mean, it's a point. It's a point. I think over those 2 matches, it wouldn't have surprised me if we got 0 points from that. We ended up walking away with 4 points out of this possible 6. So yeah, not massively fussed by that at all. I think that's pretty good. Right, so having a look at the table here, it's just frustrating. We're sitting down in ninth. I think it's easy for fans and boards to keep looking at it and going, you're ninth. It's not very good. But I think if you look a lot deeper, you know, there are teams sitting in fifth that have also won 4 games. We've lost 2. This is not the end of the world. We're 15th. There's 2 people sitting on 15. There's 3 people on 16, 2 on 17. 1 game, 18th would be, you know, if we win the next game and no one else does, we're third again. So it is not as bad as things are let on. So I'm not too fussed about that. We are in September. Let's have a look here at the matches. I'd really want to come back for some of these big matches like West Brom, but I feel like we have big matches all the time because West Brom's a big match, Cardiff, Stoke's a big match, Swansea's a big match, Birmingham, Sunderland. So I'm going to play a few matches just to see if we can get a bit of momentum and potentially come back against Birmingham, Sunderland. What do you think? I reckon, do me a massive favour. Let me know in the comments where you want me to come back here and I'll come back. You know, if you're a supporter of one of these teams and you want to see us play against them, see how they get on, let us know. I'm quite flexible. I'll come back against any of these. I think it'd be good to get a run of games just so we can kind of look back, have a look at goal scorers, look at a few things like that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Anyway, guys, as you can probably see there as well, updated the table, which is that side. So you can see the updated table. Also to point out, little reminder, the Fantasy League code is there. Come on, guys, join the Fantasy League, join the community. If you're playing, you might as well jump in the league anyway. Points are going to start from week 1, so I can see how you've been getting on. And let's see who wins at the end of the year. But yeah, thank you very much for those of you that have been watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when this episode drops or the next episode drops. And also, as always, if you could subscribe, I would really, 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 really appreciate you. Check us out on Instagram, all the other platforms if you want. Twitter, come say hello. Let me know how you're getting on. I'm really actually keen to know what your thoughts are on FM23. But anyway, as always, I've been Asher P. I was going to say peace. That's not peace. That's a thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up this time. Friend. Subscribe, friend. Peace.